The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
A most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. Welcome inside Fred Rust Arena. Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Presenting this ACHA Men's Division II matchup, the Rensselaer Polytechnic Engineers taking on the Delaware Blue Hens. Hens still looking for that elusive first win of the season. But a complete reshuffling of the lines from Vince Falkowski here in advance of tonight's game. James Witherite flying solo on the DHN airwaves tonight. And we'll take you right into the Limestone pregame report. As mentioned, a complete reshuffling of the line chart from Vince Falkowski. And here it is. The Hens 0-8-0. Coming into tonight after a pair of losses to Cincinnati, a pair of losses to Liberty, a pair of losses to Ohio, and then they dropped a pair to Millersville and Maryland last weekend. So, complete restructuring of things from Coach Vince Falkowski, Joe Wogish, Will Joette Saunders Penn coming in as the top line. We'll see Pat Flaherty and Dylan Green handling starting defensive duties. Pretty solid on the back end. Pat Swain down to third line with Quinn and Variale. Matt Crate coming up from the point, one of 3 Delaware goal scorers on home ice. He'll join Graham Klein, who's back in the lineup, and Austin Vecchio. Klein back in the lineup, Saunders Penn back in the lineup, both coming back from injury. Keith McGregor, the lefty, with an 0-3-0 record and a 4.00 goals against average, will handle goaltending duties for the Hens tonight. On the other side of the red line, the Rensselaer Polytechnic Engineers. Sean Horner, lone multiple goal scorer for the Engineers so far. Second line right wing alongside Stephen Heppensteel. And Xander Zoya up front to start. Anton Safinoff with Pierce Phillips making his first appearance of the season, and Brendan Ma. No goals between them as yet. Nicholas Spinelli, fourth line center, with a goal earlier in the season as well. On defense, we'll see Toby Webster and Andrew Burcham. Webster on the board with a goal. They'll handle top pair duties tonight, and between the pipes it will be Casey Adams, who's 0-2-0 with a 4.09 goals against average on the season. Pregame brought to you by Limestone Pension Associates. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight, and for 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more by visiting limestonepension.net. Of course, it's all brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases and is available for consultation at 302-565-6132. We're going to head to a timeout here on Delaware Hockey Night. When we come back, the second half of our doubleheader, the Rensselaer Polytechnic Engineers and the Delaware Blue Hens squaring off in this ACHA Men's Division II matchup. We'll be back for opening introductions from Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. RPI Delaware about to square off in the second half of our Friday doubleheader. Without further ado, let's take you inside the glass for opening introductions. Once again, fans, good evening and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. The American Collegiate Hockey Association presents this evening's men's Division II matchup between the visiting Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Engineers and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Fans, for over 4 decades, the voice of one of Delaware Blue Hens hockey's most ardent supporters filled both Gold Arena and Fred Rust Arena. Recently, that voice was silenced as William Bill Williams passed a couple weeks ago as a result of lengthy illness. Right now, Engineers fans, Blue Hens fans alike, let us unite in a moment of silence in memory of one of the great supporters of this program from its inception in the 1970s, all the way to his last breath. Thank you. In Bill's memory, what else is there to do but introduce the starting lineups for this evening's game? Beginning with the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Engineers. Starting in goal, number 33, Casey Adams. On defense, number 6, Jonah Witt. And number 28, Stefan Feldman. At left wing, number 13, Stephen Heppensteel. At right wing, number 23, Sean Horner. And starting at center, number 18, Xander Zoya. And now the starting lineup for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, number 35, Keith McGregor. On left wing, number 24, Joe Wogish. At right wing, number 23, Saunders Penn. Starting at center, number 11, Will Jouett. On defense, number 3, Pat Flaherty. And your captain, number 20, Dylan Green. Your Blue Hens are coached by Vince Falkowski and Bob Stroik. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Brent Kendall and John Poling, and linesmen Frank Solis and Tony Pepe Armetta. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those who defend it with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Formalities have concluded. And we're about to get going here at Fred Rust Arena. What better words to be said than it's time to play the game. RPI traveling right to left in their away red sweaters, white numbers on the back, on the shoulders too, black yokes, black trim. Delaware in their home whites moving left to right. In period number 1, Will Joette to take the opening draw. Across from Xander Zoya, first period action brought to you by First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Didn't take long for Joe Wogish to get a shot away, 10 seconds off the clock, and this was covered up by Casey Adams for a quick stoppage. Face off to Adams' left. Goes the way of RPI, 3-on-2. Quick shot came from a Horner. It was wide of the near post, paddled aside by Keith McGregor, reaching over with his left arm to do so. The southpaw in net for Delaware with a 4.00 goals against average on the season. Horner winds up again. This shot into the glove of McGregor for a pause, 30 seconds in. Fresh legs in for RPI, Brendan Ma. Victorious on the face-off. Connected with Phillips below the goal. He tried to set Ma up on the doorstep to no avail. Here's Ma again, crashing the net with 2 quick shots. Follow-up came from Pierce Phillips. McGregor with a pair of quick saves and a dislodged net. Gives us a stoppage of play, 45 seconds in. Face-off migrates to the far circle. The management, Tony Pepe Armetta, administering the draw. Another shot in from the dot, another save from Keith McGregor, who's in 50 seconds time been pelted with 4 shots already. Adrian Rodriguez absorbing a check in the far corner of his own zone, plays the puck around to Nauman. This cleared up the middle. Glove down by Vecchio, flipped in by Graham Klein from long way. This will not be ruled a shot on goal as it was wide of the post. Adams does hold on for the stoppage just the same. Quinn tries to crash the net right off the draw, but Ryan Caraher got the better of him at the faceoff dot. RPI working back out of their zone. Headman pass finds Henry Ong up the far wall. Puck rolls behind the net. Patrick Swain in the near corner tries to chip it free. This held in and launched from long range by Stefan Feldman into the glove of Keith McGregor. Shot 5, save 5, a minute and a half in the books here in the first period of a scoreless hockey game. Face off at the near dot. Went the way of Tomaitis. Lipinski could not clear. This ruled out off an RPI stick, says referee John Poling. So the face-off migrates into neutral territory. Ethan Sharp absorbs an open ice hit on his way toward the RPI line. Race on for a loose puck the other direction. Schulman circles behind the goal. Absorbs a check, leaves it to the point. Hard shot in from Heppensteel. Another save from Keith McGregor just beyond the 2-minute mark of play. These first 2 minutes have taken a pretty darn long time. Seven or 8 stoppages already. Play continued in the neutral zone. Our camera robot had frozen momentarily, but reset just as Delaware got a shot away. Green working together with Wogish. And they could not connect from close range with 17:24 to go in period number 1. Austin Vecchio, amid heavy traffic along the near boards, was separated from the puck. Flaherty could not maintain for Delaware back in the Blue Hens end. Vecchio recovers after Safanov tried to fire a shot in from close. Crane, part of the two-a-side battle in the near corner, just at the edge of your monitor. Now a third engineer joins the fray, that is Pierce Phillips. But ultimately Dylan Green emerges with the puck, and he fires this up the middle, tipped by Matt Crane into the far corner of the RPI zone, chased down by Klein. Klein's stick lifted by Stefan Feldman, recovered briefly by Crane, ultimately bobbled, and sailing back into Delaware territory. This puck is played back up ice by Adrian Rodriguez. Intercepted by Ong, but a delayed offside stunted his advance at the blue line. Over center, Feldman regains the puck, launches it back into the Blue Hens end, where Mike Nauman, under 3-ply forechecking pressure, finally gets it away to Vinny Variale. Variale, met by Kieran Bahonen at the RPI blue line, was overpowered in a battle for the puck, and it's carried now up the near side by Toby Webster, who caroms the puck in behind the Delaware goal. 4 minutes have gone by with no score. Ong digs the puck out of a pack in the far corner, leaves it high. Bahonen's shot trickles through the blue paint wide of McGregor, and now Swain pushes it clear. Variale, double-teamed just above his own blue line, was stripped of the puck by Webster. Ong up the far side, walked it in, dumped the puck below the goal. Rodriguez, met by the stick of Ryan Carraher, couldn't press through through behind his own goal. Schulman strips the puck. Swain plays the body on him. Now the Hens finally break free. Took them some time and effort to do so. Quinn bobs and weaves through traffic. His shot blocked up in the air by Adams, who took a tumble after contact following the shot. Casey Adams lost his helmet and landed awkward. This looks like he got his bell rung there. He's back on his feet. He'll regather his wares. Get checked out, concussion protocol and all. And we'll take this opportunity to tell you Delaware Hockey Night is brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases and is available for consultation at 302-565-6132. That's 302-565-6132. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses across America craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecued chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. 15:03 to go in period number 1, no score. Adams remains in the game. He checked out okay during the stoppage. Working the far boards, Dimitri Mahalios is stripped of the puck by Jonah Witt. Delayed penalty coming up. It will be against the Delaware Blue Hens. Extra attacker comes on. Feldman races up the left side. Sharp touches for the stoppage, and with 14:40 to go, the Hens will go down a man. Mahalios. Or was it Green? No, it was Mahalios. Off for roughing. It's the first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the game. Sees Wogish, Flaherty, Joette, and Green push back on the defensive in their zone. Delaware penalty assessed to number 30, Dimitri Mahalios. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 5 minutes, 20 seconds in the first period. Mahalios 2 for roughing at 5:20. And the Hens give up a power play goal. Anton Safonov lighting the lamp from downtown at 6:13. Hens counterattack, shot from Klein was sticked wide. The off-ice officials had a tip on the doorstep from Brendan Ma, so he'll be the one credited with the power play goal for RPI. Rensselaer Polytechnic goal, his first of the season, scored by number 15, Brendan Ma, assisted by number 4, Anton Safonov, and number 27, Ryan Caraher. Time of the power play goal, 6 minutes, 13 seconds in the first period. Ma's first from Safonov and Caraher at 6:13, a power play goal. The shot from Webster at the left point was blocked high. This puck rolls back to center. Recovered by Phillips, cross ice feed to Webster up the left side, leads to the re-entry. But Delaware's Josh Flom recovered deep in his own. That said, he could not clear. Lipinski, however, does, finding Quinn up the right dots. Into a 1-on-3. He's slowed up 30 feet from the cage. Bertram stripped the puck from him, leading to Ong. He's in a 1-on-3 at the other side. Centering pass after he's driven into the near corner. Connected with Hefferly, but he couldn't put stick on puck cleanly. Karaher from behind the goal. Leads to Feldman. A cannon from the left point. A little too much loft, a little too far right. Opposite point maintained by Witt. Back low it goes to Karaher. We are 8 minutes and change into the first period. Rensselaer Polytechnic with a 1-0 lead, nearly 2-0 after that shot from Witt at the right point, but McGregor was able to get that right leg outstretched enough to make the save. Karaher's follow-up took an awkward bounce. Right point maintained, the shot from Jonah Witt. Held on to by Keith McGregor for a pause with 11 and change to go in the first. Johnny Tomaitis in for the draw across from Nick Spinelli. Tomaitis wins. Flaherty, however, again fails to clear the other three. Ryan D'Souza kept the zone airtight before the Hens bulldozed their way up ice. Mahalios driven to the far corner by Mancini, could not get a quality shot away. Coming back the other direction, Ethan Sharp leaves it to Green from center point. On the doorstep, Mahalios couldn't finish what Green began. Dylan Green holds the left point and the zone for Delaware. Carams the puck low. Beyond the reach of Mahalios. It's picked up by D'Souza in the near corner, but he's unable to walk it free. He's stripped of the puck by Mahalios again. Now it's intercepted just inside the blue line by William Fisher. Breakaway, Fisher dekes backhand. McGregor makes the save. Coast-to-coast breakaway. Double deke net front. Puts it on his backhand, but McGregor slams the door with 10:24 to go in the first period. That being said, Rensselaer Polytechnic maintains a 1-0 lead over the Blue Hens. Hens back on the offensive. Saunders Penn in the far corner is separated from the puck thanks to a Bertram shoulder check. Here comes Webster back the other way, leading the puck ahead to Heppensteel through the middle. He's driven into the near corner boards by Mike Nauman. Puck rolls to the far side, where Saunders Penn plays the body on Bertram, and this puck ends up back beyond center. We've hit halfway in the first period. Rodriguez up the middle, cannot connect with Klein, and this will come back on icing with 9 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the first period. Shots 11-5 in favor of Rensselaer, as you see. And this face-off will be to the left of Keith McGregor. The last couple of years have brought on an absolute deluge of technology, particularly in broadcast media. The winter of 2020-2021, we were producing scholastic hockey games from a basement studio in an undisclosed location. Tonight, as Mike Nauman's advance up the middle is called back offside thanks to Austin Vecchio not holding his position at the right wing. Our lead videographer, as we're getting rather experimental, is powered by artificial intelligence. Once upon a time, it was only the major networks with the ability to produce remote broadcasts, with the ability to have robotic videographers. But for this technology to be as accessible as it is now is simply astonishing. And the fact that all of you across North America are joining us tonight on this broadcast. When we began this journey 6 years ago, in the grand old format of solo radio, never once did we think that Delaware Hockey Night would grow into what it is today. To all of you along for the ride, we couldn't have done it without you here. Pat Flaherty recovers the puck behind his own net. It's stripped from him. Centering pass, Heppensteel fed the puck for a 35-foot shot from Spinelli. Off McGregor's pads, race on for the rebound down ice. Crane turns up the forechecking heat on Webster. Bohonen clears the puck over the glass and out with 7:06 to go in period number 1. Zoya and Quinn took the draw to the left of Adams. 2-on-1 emanating for Rensselaer. Hard shot from Horner, held on to by McGregor. His 13th save of the night. Quinn gets the better of Zoya this time around, and the Hens work through neutral ice. Variale, headman pass to Swain, results in an errant shot just inside the line. Rensselaer doing a fine job playing smart defensive hockey and keeping Delaware to the perimeter. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Engineers. Cross ice pass from Feldman intended for Heppensteel didn't connect through the slot. Rodriguez brings the puck down. It's tipped by Variale back to center. Recovered by D'Souza. Worked in up the left wing boards by Feldman. He throws the puck on while absorbing a Tomaitis hit. And this is held on to by McGregor for the pause with 6 minutes and 13 seconds to go. In period number 1, RPI's Engineers up 1-0 over the Blue Hens of Delaware. Draw to the right of McGregor. Tomaitis got the better on this instance. Lipinski caroms the puck below the goal after sharp gain to the zone. Tomaitis opposite side, shot denied by an Adams stick save. Recovering was Mancini for Rensselaer. Ahead it goes to Ma on further to Safonov, stood up at the blue line, bulldozing through. Comes Pierce Phillips. He flips the puck back to D'Souza across the line to Mancini. Long shot, ricochets off the end boards. Tomaitis checks Safonov into the corner boards, but Anton Safonov keeps his footing, maintains the puck, leaves it to Mancini at the top of the near circle, where Sharp offered resistance to him. Safonov again winds up down the pipe. McGregor stands tall for the save, literally. He follows up with a save on Phillips from closer range. And Tomaitis took a heavy hit into the far corner. Island Johnny is on his feet. And Pierce Phillips is on his way to field 2 minutes of shame. Ruled out for roughing at 14:53, so this will be the first Primo power play for the Hens tonight. You too can score on the Primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania to experience their old-fashioned Italian-style specialty sandwiches. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Rensselaer Polytechnic penalty, assessed to number 25, Pierce Phillips, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes 53 seconds in the first period. Phillips, 2 for roughing at 14:53. Nauman leaves the puck to Rodriguez at the point. Back to Nauman it comes. Rodriguez again. Nauman. They play keep away. Nauman trying to collapse the umbrella. Klein clogging the slot. Nauman back around to Rodriguez through the slot from 60 feet. That puck misses the near post and it's cleared out of harm's way off the far corner boards by Burcham. 4:02 to go in the first period. Hens re-enter. It was Matt Crane up the near side. Chasing the puck below the goal to Green. Back it goes to Will Joette through the slot, fanned on by Crane net front. Recovered by Vecchio near side. He set up a chance from Green again from 61 feet. Tipped off the glove of Casey Adams. And back to center the Hens go to reset. 3.5 remaining in the first. Vecchio skates a circle behind the goal. Leaves the puck to Green at the right point. Green walks the line to Will Joette. Hard wrist shot from the top of the circle. Clears the crossbar, rings off the back glass. Vecchio, pressured by Heppensteel, mishandled the puck, and Green is forced back to his own blue line to recover. Penalty has expired. Hens unable to make any work of the first Primo power play they're offered this game. The Green one-timer fails. It was blocked. The Woga shot that followed ends up in Adams's glove. 2:54 to go in the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Rensselaer Polytechnic with the lead over the Delaware Blue Hens men's Division II team, who are still looking for that elusive first win of the season. In a meeting of the fourth line centers, Tomaitis is overpowered by Nick Spinelli. Flaherty starts things back up the other direction to Sharp around below the goal to Mahalios. Flaherty back at his own blue line, recovers again. This is dumped in from long range, and we've got an RPI player down in front of their bench. It is Mitchell Schulman, who is flat on his back, and the officials will confer to see what they saw there. Schulman down, not moving. We'll take a quick break on DHN. We'll be right back. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area, and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning. And Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Back inside Fred Rust Arena. Schulman popped back up on his feet. Was checked out by on-site medical staff, and he heads back to the bench. Delaware penalty assessed to number 30, Dimitri Mahalios. 5 minutes for head contact plus a game misconduct. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes 33 seconds in the first period. Mahalios, 5 for head contact plus a game misconduct at 17:33. Safonov circles behind the goal. Leaves the puck to Ma. Cross ice feed, Karaher. Back high to Ma it goes. To Safonov. Cross ice shot from Karaher into the breadbasket of McGregor, and he holds for the pause with 1:38 to go in period number 1 of a 1-0 game. Puck is down for the restart. Heppensteel holds the right point for RPI. The AI tracking Johnny Polling's action back over center. Meanwhile, the shot from Horner is caught by McGregor for another pause with 1:16 to go in the first period. 3:49 left on the penalty clock, and RPI raining shots in on Keith McGregor. 16 in total to this point. Another cross ice feed Zoya to Heppensteel, mishandled at the far dot. Hefferly back out front. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. The Nines converge at the base of the Delaware bench. Mancini tries to slow up Quinn, keeps him bodied off the puck. Meanwhile, Heppensteel extracts the puck, fires it across to Zoya, who stick handles at the top of the circle looking for some space. Zoya gets it back from Hefferly. Sets up a chance at the top of the zone from Horner. Dished back to the far corner where waiting was Heppensteel. Zoya again. Horner through traffic. Shot blocked. Heppensteel maintains for RPI. Final 17 seconds of the first period. Mancini from below the goal works it around the horn. Slap shot from high, and Sean Horner blocked. This puck bounces off Hefferly's skate, is pushed back into neutral ice by Tomaitis. Recovered by Mancini, but it's much too late. The score through one period. RPI Engineers 1, Delaware Blue Hens 0. We'll take a break on Delaware Hockey Night. It's all brought to you by Heather A. Long. Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagies party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagies, made only with the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm. Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Second period about to get underway. RPI with a 1-0 lead thanks to that first period goal by Brendan Ma. It was a net front tip from a shot from Anton Safanov from higher in the zone. And the Engineers will start the second period with a man advantage for another 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Second period action brought to you by the Hooper family, longtime supporters of Delaware Blue Hens hockey, and of tonight's coverage of the Blue Hens men's Division II team taking on RPI from Fred Rust Arena. Again, 2 1/3 minutes for RPI to start this second period on a power play and look to double up or maybe even triple up their lead. Safanov with a drop pass to Webster, but the RPI attack will be called back offside. Hens win the neutral zone draw and they push the puck clear. Tomaitis offers forechecking heat. Heppensteel drops the puck back to Horner. Advanced now by Zoya with a cross-ice advance. Using advance as both a verb and a noun in that sense. And the Hens, Dylan Green, patrolling the blue line, was unable to push play back into neutral territory. Up the middle comes Hefferly. He's angled to the far corner by both Green and Tomaitis. He leaves the puck to Heppensteel at the near half wall. Hard shot down the pipe from Sean Horner at center point into McGregor's pads. Final minute and 5 on the power play. Heppensteel tried to set up a cross slot pass to Zoya, follow-up chance, that's in! Heppensteel with a laser from the left dot. Let's look at it again. Or we won't see it again as well, the AI had other thoughts. Both RPI goals on the power play, it's worth noting. And Heppensteel gets his second on this current RPI man advantage. RPI goal, his second of the season, scored by number 13, Stephen Heppensteel. Assisted by number 18, Xander Zoya, and number 23, Sean Horner. Time of the power play goal, 1 minute 38 seconds of the second period. Heppensteel's second of the season. From Zoya and Horner, a power play goal at 1:38. Safanov re-enters for RPI. Nearly lost the puck at the point, but maintains, gets back on his feet, Works it down low. The one-timer from Phillips was off its intended target. Hens clear. And they come out of the 5-minute penalty kill having given up 1 goal. Penn skates through traffic at the near boards. The machine catches up. The centering pass beyond the reach of Wogish ends up in the far wall. Fired in by Josh Flom. This puck from center point ends up in the near corner. Wogish could not wrist the puck to Buckman. Buckman back behind his own goal. Gets it back from his defensive partner, Josh Flom. Breakout intercepted, and the shot from Spinelli was stopped by McGregor. Spinelli ties up Klein below the goal. That enables Billy Fisher to sweep in below. Spinelli could not set up Witt center point. This puck sails back into the RPI zone. Jonah Witt gives it away to the forechecking Austin Vecchio. He turned and shot, but that chance was blocked. Vecchio takes a shove off the puck just above the blue line from Schulman. A good 1.5 seconds after he got rid of it. Textbook interference, but Messrs. Kendall and Poling say play on. Klein on the re-entry up the left wall. Dishes the puck to Crane. Stolen from him in the corner by Zoya, and now walked forward up the near side by Heppensteel. Headman pass evaded the reach of Xander Zoya, brought back by the Hens Austin Vecchio, but into 1-on-3 traffic. He's angled to the near half wall. Still he connects with Crane. Puck bounced off his stick, intercepted by D'Souza. Worked up ice the other direction as we come to the 5-minute mark of the second period. Delaware down 2-0 to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. The Engineers, making the long trip down from the Capital Region, will play Rowan University tomorrow in New Jersey. Flaherty cannot clear after Variale left the puck to him. One-timer on the doorstep from Kieran Bahonen off the Hefferly setup. Kicked aside by McGregor and subsequently cleared as far as the RPI blue line. Up the middle came Henry Ong. His shot goes into the netting and out of play with 14:18 to go in the second. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com today to schedule your first cleaning. Phillips off the draw, denied by the outstretched right leg of McGregor again. Net front feed to Ma. Sailed into the far corner, and Delaware is guilty of an icing at the 6-minute mark of the period. Play resumes in the Delaware zone. Off the icing, and after a quick flurry of activity in front of McGregor Island, Johnny Tomaitis bulldozes up the near boards in over the RPI zone, but gave the puck away to Webster. Icing waved off. Winning the race to the puck in the far corner was Ma. Drop pass from Witt to Phillips. We've got a puck out of play, it appears, with 13:17 to go in the second. Nauman heads off. Roughing. So back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill go the Hens. .641 into the second period. And another power play goal just like that. That off the rebound, and William Mancini. Connected for RPI to make this a 3-0 hockey game. Plenty to get through. As play resumes. We'll take another look at the replay. We'll punch that up right now, actually. To give you another look at what led to William Mancini's first goal of the season. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 32, Mike Nauman, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 41 seconds. In the second period. Nauman 2 for roughing at 6:41. Rensselaer Polytechnic goal, his first of the season, scored by number 9, William Mancini. Assisted by number 23, Sean Horner, and number 13, Stephen Heppensteel. Time of the power play goal, 6 minutes, 53 seconds in the second period. Mancini's first from Horner and Heppensteel at 6:53. It too was a power play goal. Nauman stymied Ong over the center logo, then played the body on Bahonen. And this leads to a B-quality chance for Delaware, but Klein bobbled the puck in the mid-slot and couldn't generate a shot. It's tied up directly behind the goal, Vecchio, along with Caraher. Nauman holds at the half wall, rolls the puck in deep again. D'Souza out the other side. Plays it on beyond center. Overskated by Quinn. Wristed in deep by Caraher. Quinn recovers. Cross ice pass to Manzi, back to Vecchio near side. He absorbs an open ice body from Bahonen. Quinn, outmanned deep in the RPI zone, gives the puck away from the far corner to D'Souza. Bahonen rifles it up ice the rest of the way. Into the far corner it goes, where Safonov was ultimately overpowered. The lovely and talented Sam Griffith making a rare press box appearance. But not to work, much to our dismay. Instead, to visit. It's quite all right. We wish him all the best in retirement. Hard breakout pass up the middle finds Heppensteel. Green keeps him pinned wide. Heppensteel looking for space, dishes the puck to Zoya. To Witt, center point, across to the far corner. Hard shot rifled in by Horner from the outside of the far circle. It rang off the glass and rolled all the way back to the RPI goal line plus a few feet where Casey Adams steadies. Adams yet to see a shot on goal himself here in this second period. Meanwhile, his Engineers have added 9 on Keith McGregor. Adrian Rodriguez dipsy doodles his way through forechecking traffic, let a shot go from long range, paddled down by Smith. That was the 12th Delaware chance of the evening. Rodriguez throws one through traffic. Looked like maybe Casey Adams got some of it. And back come the Engineers on the offensive. They take the opportunity to change lines, and Rodriguez launches the puck up ice. Tomaitis won the race to it, negating the icing. He's checked off the path of the puck by Schulman, turned back the other direction. This rolls to the far corner, where Schulman and Wogish collide. Wogish, staying with the play, is stripped of the puck below the goal by Nick Spinelli. He advances this up the middle, beyond the reach of Schulman, into the hands of Mike Nauman. Across again to Adrian Rodriguez. He chips this off the near glass as far as center and then some, before it's turned back the other direction again by Spinelli. Rodriguez winds up. Tomaitis can't control the puck at center red. It is walked in now over the Delaware blue line by RPI's Stefan Feldman, but a Wogish poke check separates him from the puck. Tomaitis and Wogish together couldn't catch the Engineers in the midst of a change. They were stonewalled at the RPI blue line just the same with 7.5 minutes to go. In this second period, RPI Engineers with a 3-0 lead over the Delaware Blue Hens. Nearly a fourth as Henry Ong opened fire from the mid-slot, but his shot went wide. Penn slow to get up after being knocked down behind the play. Meanwhile, Delaware's advance led by Will Joette was foiled. Joette and Mancini continued their battle for the puck. Back to center. And a hard shot at the other end coming from Ryan Caraher is held on to by Keith McGregor for a pause in play with 6:48 to go in period number 2. There's a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, multimedia solutions, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. We'll watch the action out of the Delaware zone as the breakout pass sails beyond the reach of Matt Crane and the Engineers counter. They reset in the neutral zone. Dropping back to his own blue line was Webster. Vecchio intercepts the breakout pass, tries to shovel it back in over the RPI line, but it's turned back his way by Burcham. 2-on-2, foiled. Safonov couldn't corral the puck. Flaherty turned it back from right to left. Ahead it goes beyond the reach of Graham Klein. Now pushed out by Ma, back to neutral. A Klein backhand finds Vecchio near side. He and Safonov scrap for the puck along the near boards at center. 2-on-2 the other way. A hard shot came from Brendan Ma, and a glove save from Keith McGregor gives us a pause in the action with 5:45 to go in the second period RPI with a 3-0 lead over the Delaware Blue Hens men's Division II team. The Delaware men's Division I team is back in action tomorrow. They, with a number of alumni slated to be in attendance, will host Syracuse for a 5:30 start. On the power of a hat trick from Adrian Rodriguez, the Blue Hens scored a 6-1 win over the Orange earlier today. Watching the game or tailgating with friends, score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies at 1278 Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. 5 and change to go in the second period. RPI 3, Delaware 1. There's John Poling, again drawing the shot back toward him. Close up 1-on-1. Heppensteel was bodied down by Flom, trying to work toward the top of the crease. Hard shot from Horner into the pads of McGregor. And play is halted with 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go in period number 2. A slash called on Flom. (15:24). Into period number 2, so another Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill, exactly where the Hens do not want to be. RPI is 3 for 4 on the power play coming in to this chance. Delaware penalty assessed to number 5, Josh Flom. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 24 seconds in the second period. Flom 2 for slashing at 15:24. Up the middle came Caraher, but he couldn't run the gauntlet. Ma, hassled high in the zone by Wogish, dishes the puck to Safanov. Half the Flom penalty's been killed. Shot from Safanov blocked. One-timer from Phillips kicked away by McGregor, and the rebound is cleared. 3:10 to go in the second. RPI leads Delaware 3-0, and they've got a man advantage for another 25. This is Zoya streaking up the right wing boards beyond the reach of Klein, slowed up finally below the goal by Green. Rodriguez gathers in the loose puck, and he rifles it up the near boards, clear. Stretch pass back into the Delaware zone. Evaded Mancini. And the Hens have killed off this penalty, so RPI is now 3 for 5 on the man advantage tonight. Long shot with eyes from Stephen Heppensteel, sticked aside by McGregor. And this is backhanded from the Delaware blue line back into RPI territory. Spinelli's shot cleared the crossbar. We come to the final 2 minutes of the second. Mancini steadies. And this will come back in icing with 1:46 to go in the middle frame. Joette and Spinelli contested the draw to the left of Casey Adams. Wogish circles behind his own goal to try to build up momentum up the near side. Saunders' pen and linesman Pepe Armetta collided. And the ultimate ruling was Delaware was offside. Saunders is okay, Pepe's okay. This puck deflects off the ductwork and will stay in the neutral zone. So just over a minute now in the second as play restarts above the RPI zone, and Delaware is pinned back in their end after another quick Engineers breakout. One minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. And here we go. After the initial Adams save, there were more than a few crosswords exchanged between Blue Hens and Engineers, and not of the New York Times or San Francisco Chronicle variety either. Looks like something's going to be meted out here. We'll see what exactly. As we get the signals from John Poling. 2 minutes on each side. Roughing penalties both at 19:03 against Will Joette and Ryan D'Souza. So we're going to be 4-on-4 for the remainder of the second period. RPI penalty assessed to number 3, Ryan D'Souza. Delaware penalty assessed to number 11, Will Joette. 2 minutes each for roughing. Time of the penalties, 19 minutes, 3 seconds in the second period. D'Souza and Joette, 2 each for roughing at 19:03. So 4-on-4 will take us to the end of the second period. Webster lets this puck go up the left wing boards. Icing waved off. Safonov tries to work through the slot. Backhand chance from Ma was denied, but the follow-up resulted in a 4th RPI goal. And Ma got his own rebound there. To put back his initial chance on the Safinoff feed. And we've reached the end of the second period. The score through 2 periods. Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute 4, Delaware Blue Hens 0. We'll be back on DHM after the second intermission. Second intermission still going on as some damage in the ice at center was the delay in the ice being resurfaced, and now the officials are examining a couple areas in the neutral zone with the rink crew here at Fred Rust Arena to determine if the third period's going to be able to be played. Now the officials are conferring with the coaches of both teams, and we'll get the word momentarily. As to the status of the third period, but as of right now, it's not looking all that good. We'll give you the full update as soon as we know more. As a result of ice conditions in the neutral zone, the remainder of this game will be played at Gold Arena. For those of you joining us here in person, the third period will take place at Gold Arena. For those of you joining us on Delaware Hockey Night, we regret that we cannot bring you third period coverage. However, please follow DE Hockey Night on Twitter for updates as the third period progresses. So that'll do it for us. Unfortunately, to move the entire broadcast setup to Gold Arena on such short notice, just impossible. So we'll bid you adieu for now, but do follow on DE Hockey Night Twitter for updates through the third period. James Witherite signing off. We'll see you again soon on Delaware Hockey Night.